There you go. You've seen this, right?
Yeah, yeah.
What did you think when you first saw it?
When I first saw the book, like anybody who thinks more of themselves, they want to know, why am I not on the cover? However, when I look at some of the characters in here, I know why I'm not on the cover. It's really interesting. And why I say it is because it humbles you. You become humbled when you look at the people on here. And I don't know if they're all still alive.
A lot of them are dead.
Yeah. So I don't have to be on the cover of Life. I just want to know that Mark, I just want to know that I survived. And here I found myself on the
There you are.
So that would be the back right.
You're on the back cover.
Back right cover top. And then, of course, I wanted to know if these guys all outperformed me on video.
No. This is just random. This is all just random.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that are not even in the book. They're on the cover.
Yeah. So yeah.
They're just portraits I like.
Well, you know what? You're an artist, and your art through picture taking. I couldn't believe how good looking you made me in this picture.
Well, I mean, I've said this many times to you, and I think I've done it in some interviews where I've said to people that Mike Dowd's interview on my channel is the pinnacle of what I'm trying to do.
Right.
Because when you first came in, we were talking on the phone, and I recognized this guy. He knows how to tell a story. Yeah. And I had this idea that I would rather not speak at all, if possible, in these interviews. The less I speak, the better, always.
Right.
And if I didn't say a single word, I think it would be perfect. So I asked you, could you tell this whole story? Talk about where you're from, how you grew up, how you got into the police force, how it all developed, and how this story unfolded. And every once in a while, just touch on the psychological, what was going through your head while you're doing it. And you nailed it on the head so perfectly. Wow. And I've never seen anybody do that as well as you. But I've had some magnificent stories told.
Yeah, and some of these stories are incredible in here. And when I compare my life to the journeys that many of these people have, I feel spared, because, as you just said, many of these people aren't alive today. But here I am holding a book in your office that I'm on the back cover of, not the front, but. My life has been a journey, and this is part of it. And it really is. It's warming to know that. I assume you've interviewed thousands of people.
8,000 now.
8,000 people. Hey, not so bad for 8,000 people.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
I qualify. And first, Mark. First, when I did this, my son, one of my sons, my other son, not this one that's in the studio with you today, he was, Dad, why did you go on that show? We're trying to do a movie and a book and all this other stuff. He goes, you're going to tarnish reputation. I said to my son, listen, it's cathartic. It's a way for me to become a target in some ways, but in the other way, I'm able to give a free lesson. And I think I told you on one of our speaking engagements that I think I should have been a teacher. And in some ways, that I missed that mark. But in some ways, I'm happy now that coming on here and being able to share in this story, my story, it brought me to the fact, and many of you people have said it, that love is what we really need in this life. And this book shows a lot of love, because the energy and effort that you and the people that come in here and sacrifice their own inner girds and loins to make these books a success, not this book, but the show a success. Yeah. And it's really a wonderful experience. And it opens doors to people. They change their lives. People that judge them in a negative way actually feel the heart of people that speak in here.
We're all people.
And people actually rally around them and hope for the better for a lot of people that come in here and sacrifice. But this book's been really wonderful for me, because it's now on my coffee table at home, and you can't miss it. So people might use it as a paperweight, but that's fine. You're going to see it, and I really appreciate it, Mark. Thank you so much.
I'm so glad you were part of this project.
Yeah, thank you.
You've set the bar for what I'm looking to do.
Thank you. Well, you know what? I was actually unsure that I could accomplish that. But when I played it back, which I did, I was impressed with myself, because I didn't know that I could actually carry something.
Well, it was a perfect mix of a great story, an amazing story,
right,
and then you talk about how you felt, the psychological things that were going on through your head, but then you added like a little bit of comedy, and your presentation is so just riveting, and it's just what I always look for.
Well, I found something: humor and love. Those are the two things that make us work. And thanks for making me a part of the book and a part of the Soft Underbelly. I'll be forever.
You will. Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.